Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU-8 Sports.
Good morning, everyone. You'd think a team leading a division in the SEC would be ranked in the top 25. However, based on the latest college football playoff rankings released yesterday, you'd be wrong. Missouri, who leads the SEC East after beating Kentucky last weekend, is the only Power 5 conference team to lead their division and not be ranked in the top 25. Certainly, their home loss to Indiana is still hurting them. However, there are plenty of other SEC teams in the top 25. Mississippi State, Auburn, and Alabama are all SEC West teams in the top 5, and Ole Miss, LSU, and Georgia are all still in the top 20, all ahead of Mizzou. And even if the Tigers aren't getting national recognition, star defensive end Shane Ray is. After winning his third SEC Defensive Lineman of the Week award, he was named a Lombardi Award finalist. That award is given to the best linebacker or defensive lineman in the entire country. Ray could also be headed for a big payday next season, as he was recently listed at number 5 overall on Todd McShay's top prospects list. The state of Missouri has pretty good defenders in the major leagues, evidently. 3 Royals and 1 Cardinal took home Gold Gloves given out to the best defender at every position in each league. Eric Hosmer, Salvador Perez, and Alex Gordon all took home Gold Gloves for the Royals. For Gordon, it was his 4th straight award. He's the first Royal to do that since the early 1980s. Meanwhile, Cardinal backstop Yadier Molina won his 7th career award as he continues to bolster his reputation as the best defensive catcher in all of baseball. And the Hickman took on Lee Summit in a soccer sectional that ended up being an instant classic. Lee Summit here in the first half on the corner, and Dalton Souter, fantastic header, puts Lee Summit up 1-0, but the Cupies would answer in the second half. Free kick here, Matthias Ora puts it in the bottom corner of the goal. Game tied up at 1, but Lee Summit, with an answer of their own, Souter, delivers again his 2nd goal tonight on this rocket shot. That makes it 2-1. This game just kept getting more and more exciting. With just 5 minutes left in the game, Cupies decide to answer again. Midfielder Gabriel Grassman, a clutch header off this cross pass, sends the game into extra time, but Lee Summit would win in double overtime 3-2. There are plenty of area high school teams still remaining in the district playoffs. This Friday, those teams will play for their district championships. The Jefferson City Jays will take on Francis Howell, and they'll have their work cut out for them. According to Max Preps, the Vikings are the number 2 team in the state, and they allow just 8 points per game. And Nash Sutherland and the surprising Battle Spartans will go for their 3rd playoff win of the season and in school history. But they'll face a tough test against Camdenton. The Lakers are averaging an astonishing 338 yards per game on the ground. And the 10-1 Helias Crusaders will take on the 9-2 Mexico Bulldogs. If the Crusaders fail to win, it would be star tight end Hale Hench's final game before going to Alabama. Crusaders will do their best to make sure that doesn't happen, though. And one powerhouse team will go home when California takes on Blair Oaks. California's defense is allowing less than 10 points per game, and they beat Blair Oaks 21-10 earlier in the season. And you'd think an 11-0 South Callaway team scoring 59 points per game would have an easy path to state. However, they're playing Lafayette County, who is also 11-0, and they're giving up just 8.6 points per game on defense. And Zane Jacoby and the 10-1 West Tran Hornets will face a tough test against Marceline. The Hornet defense has been opportunistic this season, totaling 21 interceptions. Remember to tune in to KOMU-8 Sports Friday night for coverage of all of these games. So, ladies, what do you think? Mizzou not in the top 25, even though if the season ended today, they would be in the SEC championship game.
I know, it's kind of an interesting dichotomy that, you know, we could play in the championship game, especially if we win out, or at least just, you know, don't lose one game. But I don't know.
I feel like they're still being penalized for that early on loss.
Everyone
is still thinking, why didn't you win the game?
Offense not scoring a ton. So who knows? I don't vote.
Thanks.